Okay, from now on, little bit change. What happens if the last number is minus? I mean, it's still the same. Basically, I want to teach you one silly thing today. How do we add two numbers? Say, in how many ways we can add two numbers using the signs plus and minus. Okay, let's look at that first. I'm going to give you two numbers, okay, two numbers called say 5 and 4, or say 5 and 7. I got a 5 and I got 7. In how many ways you can actually add these numbers? Think about it. You are allowed to use the signs plus and minus. You can use both, you can use only one, doesn't matter. Please think about it. So there are actually 4 ways, right? That's a 5, 7. I would like to write a 5, 7 again, and I want to write the next one as a 5 and 7 because there are 4 ways to add. The last one is 5 and 7, right? That's a 5, 7. On my right, I'm going to write what I get when I add. On my left, I'm going to write what I get when I multiply them, okay? That's the exercise for you to think. Signs, as I said, you can use as you like. I'm going to use both plus signs first. A positive 5 and another plus 7. We are adding them what we get, and we multiply what we get. Then it's a 5 and a 7. I would like to choose a negative sign for both. And that 5 and 7, I would like to choose one with a plus sign, one with minus. And the last one, I'll be taking 5 as a negative and 7 as a plus. Tell me, come on, how do we add? Plus 5, plus 7, you're adding, your answer is a plus 12. Please watch, that's a plus 12. Minus 5, minus 7, it's a minus 12. Then that's a positive 5, a negative 7. Oh, sorry, it's a, yeah, and it's here, plus 5 minus 7. Be careful, your answer is minus 2. When you add them, you get minus 2, okay? Then it's a minus 5 and a plus 7, which will be a plus 2. So 5 and 7 can be taken, you can add in 4 different ways. Let's look at the multiplication part. The same numbers if you multiply. 5 times 7, 35, no doubt, and 5 times 7, 35, 5 times 7, 35, and the last one is also 35. Now I'm looking for the signs. That's very important factor, please. 35 is same in all cases. The first one, both are plus signs, so you get a plus. The second one, both minus, minus. So minus times a minus will be a plus. And the last 2 cases, please watch, you get a negative 35. Okay, why I'm showing this silly thing to you now is the left side one which you got as a multiplied factor there, and the right side one which you got as add. Do you agree that multiplied number is actually the last term in a quadratic expression? And the middle term is actually the right side number. Okay, so that's how it is. So that should be the last number, that should be the middle number of a quadratic expression. Then you can choose those 2 as the factors. If that is the last number and that is the middle number, maybe you choose those 2. Okay, you will get to know things well as you practice more and more sums. Now I'm going for one more question here where the signs will change. Now let's look at a question called x squared. This time the middle number is plus, please. Plus, I'm taking the same question which we got here. X squared plus 2x minus 35. Now that is my question. Well, I'll be looking for the factors of 35. 35 factors, please. 7 times 5 as we did now, as we did here. Go and check. The middle number should be a positive 2. And the last number is a minus 35. So when you multiply, I should get negative 35. When I add those 2 numbers, I must get a plus 2. Where are we? Check there. There you go. That's a plus 2. That's a minus 35. That's the last number. That's the middle number, please. So those are the two factors that I'm allowed to choose to make my question correct. So it's a minus 5 and plus 7. So all that we do now is we just put two brackets. Okay, and we write x and x, and it's a minus a 5, and that's going to be a plus 7. People, that's all it is. That's all it is. So I chose the minus 5 and plus 7. Okay, whether we are right or wrong, if you actually go and check, so that is the length of the rectangle, that is the width. Let's just check whether we are right or wrong. So that's what we are supposed to get as the area. I've taken one more rectangle for you. The length I would like to take as x plus 7. So let's go. That is x, and that is a 7. The width I'm taking as x minus 5. Doesn't matter, you can just write minus 5, please. It's not drawn to scale, so just ignore if it's big or small. Right. What answers do I get? Look for x times x. Now this is the length, this is the width. X multiplied by x will be x squared. X multiplied by 7 will be a 7x. So actually this is the x, so that is also x. This is 7. So x times 7 is 7x. Now we multiply those two by minus 5. Just be careful. It's a minus 5 times x will be a minus 5x. Minus, please. And then minus 5 times a 7 is a minus 35. Okay, those are the four terms. The middle, say these are the two like terms. 7x minus 5x is a 2x. That is what we got. So the final answer should be, do you agree those two add up to 2x with a plus sign, please? So that is the actual question now. X squared plus 2x minus 35. So go and check. That's what we got. X squared plus 2x minus 35. Okay. Those are the two factors. Let's just go for one more, and then I'll give you exercise C. Right. The next question is on the screen. Say k squared plus k minus, say, 72. Big number. It doesn't matter, right? You should be good in your times tables, please, when you solve these sums. So let's put those two brackets. We know that's a k and that's a k. We look for 72. 72 has got so many factors, please. We are looking for a 1 in the middle. Now, how do we do that? By the way, look for the sign of 72. That's minus. All right. So I go for 72 and factors. 1 times is 72. 2 times 36. 3 times 24. Well, you should know, right? You should be good in your times tables. Then it's a 4 times 18. And 5 and a 6. 6 times 12. 7 times no. 8 times 9. Check that out, please. 8 times 9. People, we are looking for just a single 1k because there is no number in the middle means 1. Right. How do you get 1? To get 1, there is no way I can get there. No, no, no. 12 and 6, no. 8 and 9, yes. When I add those two numbers, I do get a 17, which I don't want. I'm supposed to get a 1. So when I subtract 8 from 9 or 9 from 8, I do get 1. Maybe the sign might change. So what sign are we looking for? Plus 1. So using 9 and 8, I'm looking for a plus 1 as my final answer. What do I do? Plus 9 minus 8 gives me plus 1. Okay, you got to know that, please. These are quite silly things. So plus 9 minus 8 are the two factors. By the way, just wait. The most important thing, please, multiply them. See whether we get a minus 72 or not, because that was the last number. 9 times 8 is 72. Positive times negative is negative. Absolutely fantastic. So those are the two factors there, plus 9, k plus 9 and k minus 8. People, that is how one needs to factorize. Okay. It's time for you now to complete your exercise. That's going to be exercise C, please. Exercise C are on the screen for you. Okay, that is the one. I'll zoom in for you, put it on pause and copy those 8 sums and then solve them, please. Exercise C, you are factorizing. Please watch. The middle numbers are all plus, the last ones are minus. Try and factorize.